host Liza, and I'm the founder of Enhanced Life Coaching and Enhanced Hypnobirthing. I love sharing information with my clients because I find the more I share, the more I can help, and the more I can help, the more I'll be able to help and enhance people's lives and their families. Today, I want to talk to you about reframing. So how unbearable is it when someone speaks negatively all the time? Would you like to grasp a way of stopping that in its tracks? Would it be valuable to be able to get the best out of everybody that you communicate with? Could you envision yourself controlling people's negative talk and observing the transformation they have? So reframing is essentially changing the meaning of the presenting problem that someone is dealing with. And you can use reframing in the workplace, with strangers, family, friends, colleagues. And for some people, a certain word has a certain meaning, and that word depends on the context which it is used. So all our language and the definition of those words is based on a certain context. That means that what we say, think or feel is based on the context of which it is uttered or thought, and the only meaning of the word is of that context. So if you're able to change the part representation of that word, then it could change part of the meaning and the behaviour of that person you're talking to. So if you're communicating with someone who's presenting with a problem or a behaviour, you could listen to the context of the words and you'll notice a certain structure of the problem. And once you discover that, you'll be able to fix the nature of the problem. So reframing puts you in charge and puts you outside of the box from the way someone else is thinking. So what you could do is think of a different context in which the person you're talking to will respond differently to the same behaviour. So for example, if you were to ask someone what kind of day it is today, they might say it's a good day or a bad day. And if they would say it's a bad day, then you would then say, well, what's in your mind, what's another context for that behaviour, where the meaning of the behaviour would be different, or that person will respond differently other than the day being bad. So in some ways you can shift the context of the conversation being bad is you could shift the location. You could shift time and space. You could shift time forward or backward, or you could shift circumstances. You could shift a business context. You could change circumstances with regards to age, or shift resources or skills, shift chunk size up or down, shift intention of behaviour, or the consequences of the behaviour. So all you need to do is ask yourself, what is another context of this behaviour? And the meaning would be different, and the person who you're talking to could put a different spin or relationship on that behaviour. So once you finish reframing, they'll see the day is absolutely awesome. If you change the context of the meaning, then you can change the meaning that a person has with the words that they use. So just pay attention to what you're hearing from people, and then you can practice developing a reframe. None of the tools necessary to make a quick change. It doesn't take 90 days for the change to take place. It doesn't take 1 year. It can happen in a matter of moments, and it can happen instantaneously. I'm a timeline therapist, a neurolinguistic programmer, Psych-K facilitator, and a clinical hypnotherapist, which means that I release blocked energy that your unconscious mind has held, so you can start the regeneration and healing process within yourself. And timeline therapy is where you'll be able to release your long forgotten negative experiences like anger, sadness, guilt, shame, fear and more, as well as limiting beliefs and past unwanted conditioning which you may have carried around for years. So I work directly with the unconscious mind, this part of you which stores and encodes all your memories and experiences in a linear fashion, which we call a timeline. And it's really easy to discover what your timeline is in relation to your life. As a practitioner, I can learn a lot from the information that you share with me, and this allows us to discover what the root cause of the problem actually is. And once I discover the root cause of it and when it began, I can see this problem has shown itself to you through different times in your life. This is what we call a gestalt. So timeline therapy is a process which does not require you to relive potentially traumatic events. In fact, it's content-free, which means that you don't have to retell the negative experience, which can also be quite traumatic. So this is a whole brain integration which changes old self-limiting beliefs into new self-enhancing ones that support you in minutes. And I work really closely with the unconscious mind, and discover what the limiting beliefs and negative programs actually are. And I use methods of whole brain integration, and this changes old self-limiting beliefs into new self-enhancing ones that support you in moments. It's like rewriting the software of your mind in order to change the printout of your life. So on that note, want to ask me about an Enhanced Personal Breakthrough Program, and if you have any questions or you feel like you learned a lot from this video or you need more information, just send me a message. If you thought this video was informative, just like and share so more people can learn how to enhance their lives and their families. Enhance your thinking with Enhanced Life Coaching.